pretty pigmented. I tried to swatch them, but I wanted to talk about
rewind. I can't this sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. Going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. You like the fast life. You like to drive and get down and dirty, act like the bad guy. You want some love, me like when you feel caught in the midnight. You got the best of me. You got me losing sleep. I've been hopeful, baby. I was hoping maybe that you cross my path. I've been sinking lately, and it's hard to move. Think I'm stuck on you. Oh, in transits, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. Would you love me better if I go? I'm not home.
Hey guys, welcome back to the vlogs. So today I am cleaning. It's a Saturday, so usually this is the day I clean the whole entire apartment, clean my bedroom, my mom's bedroom, the bathrooms, the living room, everything. And obviously today I changed sheets and stuff, so doing laundry, but I figured I'd just bring you guys on a day like this with me so you kind of see what I get to do on a very productive day when usually I probably would want to just lay in bed. So yeah, let's get right into it and keep on cleaning, and I'll catch up with you guys later on in the vlog. Bye. Guys, so I'm about to clean the bathrooms, so I'm gonna actually change and get out of my pajamas, because in the whole cleaning and like resetting and everything, the one place that I know I hate cleaning is the bathrooms. So I definitely cannot do them in my pajamas. You shouldn't really be even cleaning your pajamas. I had mine on because vacuuming is usually like not as stress for me, but now I gotta change because this is where the real work begins.
got me feeling cool. Ooh, you got me feeling blue. Something but you so see-through. Something just ain't right by you. Yeah, yeah. Can I do you like that? Yellow, it hurts like yellow, yellow, yellow. You had to let me go. We tried too many times, heartbreaks and heartaches. We tried too many times. You want me by your side, like all the time. You want my love all night.
Hey guys, how have you guys been doing? Clearly, guys, I have sunscreen on, so that's why my face is super shiny. But anyway, I kind of wanted to come in and just chat a little bit because I realized like this vlog has not been a chatty one and I haven't really been checking in a lot, but you kind of see what I've been up to, just trying to get things done, a lot of chores and errands to run. So that's kind of been this week, honestly, for me. But yeah, I just wanted to check in. Now I'm gonna make some dinner for us to eat, which I'll kind of try to film a little bit of now, and I'll come back later on in the evening just to really close out everything. Yesterday, after all that cleaning, I was so wiped out. I was exhausted. I took a bath and I went straight to bed. I slept till like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. So that's why there wasn't much content after all that cleaning. But anyway, let's go bake dinner and we'll keep chatting later, okay? Hey guys, so as I mentioned earlier, we had some errands to run today. So I finished dinner, we've had dinner. So now I'm gonna just show you some of the things we got before I kind of change and get ready to call it a night. Anyway, went to JCPenney. They had this huge Black Friday sale situation going on. So a lot of the things were heavily marked down, thank God, because we needed to get window curtains for the bedrooms because obviously winter's coming up. We have pretty high ceilings. So we needed heavier curtains and also blackout curtains just to keep the bedrooms pretty warm. Because right now the temperature, especially in the mornings, tends to be quite high. Anyway, so, and then I needed to get some duvets and throws and things like that. So I'll just show you what we got. Anyway, this is the first one. So obviously it's like Christmas, almost Christmas time. It's a faux mink to Sherpa throw. It's super soft. and obviously very Christmas colors. This one's mine. So we got 2 of these, but in different colors. I'll show you the other one. So this one's mine. And then we also got it in green and like blue, like this very, you know, Christmassy green color. This one's my mom's, and these were probably like 70 or 80% discounted, which is amazing. So love it for us. Next, this one is mine. Reversible carved faux fur comforter. I needed a new comforter for my bed since I now have a full. For the most part, I only used to use a queen. My mom is the one who has a queen now, so I needed to get a winter comforter. So I got this one, which I think works pretty well with like my color palette right now, and also the sort of curtains I chose for my bedroom. So next up, and yeah, I know I have a pimple patch on. So next up are the curtains. So these are the ones we got. They are max 100 blackout, so energy saving, complete blackout, noise reducing. I got this, like, what's the color? How do we even call this? Well, it's called a Prescott. That's the color for it, but it's a really nice green. I'm definitely like into, excuse me, I'm definitely more into greens and like pale pinks and blushes at this point in my life, but definitely loving the greens. So this is mine. I've got 2. So I've got 2 of these. My mom chose this one, which is a stone. The color is stone. So it's like a nice beigey gray sort of situation. Very nice and neutral. So we got 4 panels of these. Yeah. So we got 4 of these. They're really heavy as well. The brand is Fieldcrest Heritage, and it feels so nice. Complete blackout as well. It is lined on the inside. Really nice. So this will be another chore for me another day to get all these hung up, but I'm looking forward to it and kind of getting this apartment feeling warm and cozy for the winter. And then I had to go to Ulta because they have a sale going on right now, and with my rewards program I also got like a pretty huge discount, and there's some things I needed to get because my facial, when I spoke to the lady who did my facial the other week, she had recommended some products, which I decided to go for a smaller set just to kind of try it and see how it feels. So I'll show you that. So I actually used to use this brand in college, the brand. So I got the mini set of 4. It's Discover Healthy Skin, Special Cleansing Gel, Pre-Cleanse, the Daily Microfilling, Skin Smoothing Cream. So I decided to go for a smaller set so I can really try the products, see how they do with my skin before I really invest in the larger sizes, which obviously are much more on the pricier side. But anyway, I got this from Ulta. I also got this Morphe brush set and bag. It's a face brush set, which I think I'm all set with my brushes. I'm gonna get rid of the old ones I have now. There are a few that I bought over the last year, so I'll keep those, but anything over that I'm gonna throw away, because I also think, like, with trying to get my skin under control, I need to be very vigilant about how long I've had my brushes for, even if I'm washing them and cleaning them. After a certain time, I definitely need to start to let them go. So yeah. And then I got this blush from Juvia's Place. It was also about 50% off. So this is what it is. It has like a nice orange and a pretty nice like reddish deep pink tone, which I think is always amazing. I have to wrap this up on my iPad because the storage space on my iPhone is no longer existent. So this is my cue to wrap. Kind of our day in a nutshell. I'm gonna go put these things away now, go get changed, and I will come back and chat and close the vlog for this week. So thank you guys for spending the time with me. Hey guys, so I am getting ready for bed now, and I figured I would kind of have a chit chat while I get ready for bed and talk about kind of just some things that have been on my mind. And really, it's just like a dialogue around friendships and like how friendships dynamics change as we get older. So for context, I am in my early 30s. I would say my close friends, like people that I consider like close friends, are like either in my age range or older than me for the most part. So we're all in very, very different stages of life. Some people are married, some people are married with kids, some people are in serious relationships. A few of us are single. So basically there's a wide range. And I kind of preface it this way because what I'm going to talk about friendship wise is I'm saying that in context of the fact that yes, everybody's life is in different phases and things are changing. So a lot of that plays into what I'm going to talk about. And for me, like, I feel like for the longest time, for as long as I can remember, I'm a very hands-on friend. And when I say hands-on, I care. I want to know what's going on in people's lives. I want to know like whether things are going great, whether you're succeeding and having a good time, whether you're facing trials. Like, I'm that friend. Like, I want to be the prayer partner, the, you know, like who's looking for your trouble? Like, where are we going to fight? Anyway, so that, I would say that's the kind of friend I am. I definitely have my moments where I'm not like that, or like times in the past where I've been dealing with like major like life things when I really did not have probably the emotional capacity to really like extend. And in those situations, I won't lie, I just was like isolated. Whether my friends realized that was going on, that's what was going on or not, I don't know. But for years, it's just I'm not somebody who's very good at articulating the need for help or the need for people's like presence. And when I mean presence, like they're present in my life, like you're calling, you're checking in, we're chatting, like just talking about anything and everything. It doesn't need to be anything serious. So hold on. Yeah, so like I was saying, even from when I was young and in like high school, like my cousins and people who are really close to me at home would say that, could definitely testify to the fact that like I'm like a very like people person in a sense, at least when I was growing up, for sure. Over time, some of that has changed to a certain extent, but I'm back to sort of, you know, getting to know myself again, getting to rediscover myself again in many ways. But I've just found it very interesting to see how, like, I think into adulthood, like the lack of like capacity of like people to be like a friend who is like available has been very intriguing to see. Like, I definitely have one or two friends that I would say are available. And it's taking me time to sort of adjust to the fact that like they are the friends that are available, because they are not people that I would consider like my best friends or my closest friends. And over the years, basically adjust to the fact that the people that I consider best friends or closest friends are not as emotionally available to me or to our friendship as other people who I never suspected would be. So it's definitely hard. I won't lie. I find it very hard. And I think I hold a lot of it in and really talk more about it with my mom, about some of the difficulties I've had with trying to navigate the different phases of all of my friends in my life. Because sometimes like I remember there would be times like I'd be calling somebody just to like be able to have a conversation, and people just wouldn't pick up the phone. Like, they don't pick up the phone, they don't text back, or they text back a week later, or it's like 2 weeks later, or a month later, and it really was like, it got to a point where I had to basically learn to celebrate my wins or deal with like my hardships within myself or with my family, rather than going to friends because they just were not available. And I won't lie, at first, like when people were not really available, I won't lie, I was very like hurt. I was very much in my feelings, very like, like, why is it that when it's me that needs my friends, or when it's me that needs somebody, it just always seems like nobody is available? I'd be like, like, why is it that when I need people are not available? But, when it's like their turn, like, it doesn't matter what they need. Like, I am like gonna drop everything and be there for them, and, just show up and listen and hear. And like, I don't ask any questions. I make myself available. I won't lie. Like, I felt like that for a very long time. And as I like grew and like matured, as kind of put into perspective the fact that like, because of like sort of my life trajectory and how like my life evolved, I have friends who are in very different age groups, very different like life circumstances than me. I think I'm like the youngest of my friends. Like, when I say like friends, like people who I would genuinely call. But then I've had to like deal with some really like crazy things that I feel like people who didn't really get to deal with till they're 40, 50 years old, I was dealing with when I was like 15 to 25. So I think that really like kind of shaped a lot of how things worked out in a lot of my friendships. And then it's been really hard to like even still make room and give grace for the different phases people are in, because sometimes I'm like, but I just need my friends. And another key point, some of my closest friends that I've had for over 20 years or close to 20 years do not live in the same state as me. There were times when we didn't even live in the same country. So that definitely informed some of that relationship too. So yeah, that's been really interesting to figure out over time. So it's definitely been an interesting journey to navigate, and still navigate right now, because as much as like I've had some of my friendships for decades, like I'm having to learn to be open to newer friendships that resonate the phase of life that I'm in, because those people might be more in tune with some of the things that I may be going through. And it doesn't mean like, like I'm abandoning those friendships that I've had for years and years. No, it just means that I'm figuring out who I can call when, like who I can have certain expectations of, and who I can't have certain expectations from because they have other things going on in their life, whether it's like they're dealing with like personal life challenges, or whether they're married, or whether they have kids, and their time and priority is really with their family, and rightfully so. No judgment there. So it's just like something, part of like being like growing up, and is having to come to terms with the reality of how like our friendships and relationships with people change over time. And man, I'm not even gonna lie, it's not easy, it's not funny, it's not something that I would wish on anybody, to be honest, because there are many times where I felt like, you know what, I'm done. Like, I'm tired. I'm tired of being the friend that's always trying. I'm tired of being the friend that's always trying to figure something out, trying to become available or make things available, whatever the situation might be. And I had to like get to a point where I took myself out of the equation, in the sense that, Palmira, like, put your feelings aside for a second and really evaluate like what's going on. It's not like people just don't want to be available. It's just they have stuff going on in their life. I should have done this before. I did all of that stuff. I forgot, but now I have to do it. Because it's winter. And if you know, a lip scrub is necessary. And this is juicy watermelon from St. Ives or St. Ives. Depends on how you say it. Yeah. Like I was saying, it doesn't mean that, I'm throwing away my friendships or they're no longer important to me, blah, blah, blah. No, not at all. It's just for like my own like emotional well-being and like for my own needs and what I'm desiring and looking for. I've had to like figure out a way to compartmentalize and kind of really start to strategize about what sort of like expectations I can have of my friends, to be very honest, like just depending on the place in life that they're at. And sometimes it gets lonely. I'm not even gonna lie. Because sometimes there's somebody in particular I want to talk to. That person has enough background context about like what sort of like emotions I'm bringing to a conversation without having to explain it, because they've been through some of it with me. And because they're not available, sometimes I'll just handle it by myself or talk to my family. And it's an interesting one blessing that I think some of this like changes have also brought about is that the one person like I talk to way more now, especially like about like things that I probably never would talk to him about, which is like relationships and stuff, is my older brother. When I was growing up, obviously, like if you have an older brother, they're super, super protective, and rightfully so. So he wasn't somebody I would say like I would call and talk to about like things that I find hard to discuss, like around relationships. But part of like not like having people available made it like almost like required that I had to talk to him. Like sometimes I'd be frustrated about something, and if we're talking, I can kind of like vent to him and he'll give me like a really good perspective that I haven't thought about, or he'll just listen to me. And I appreciate that, because for the longest, like I used to be like, oh man, I wish I had a sister. All that to say, he's been awesome. And I'm grateful to God for his life, for all my friends, and all the phases of life that they're in, and all the things that, they're dealing with. They're amazing people who I love so much. They inspire me. They're strong and beautiful, and are people who have been through immense challenges and continue to thrive and inspire everyone around them. So I love them for life, man. It's just, I just want to have this honest conversation where it's like sometimes we think that everybody has it all together, or everybody has it all figured out. And frankly, at the end of the day, we're all figuring it out. We're all trying to navigate, whether it's friendships, whether it's family, whether it's relationships, whether it's work. We're all just figuring it out one day at a time, one step at a time. We don't always get it right. We don't always, make the best choices or the most secure or prudent choices. But at the end of the day, we're people living life for the first time and navigating it to the best of our ability. So if you're somebody who is, navigating friendships and, it feels hard, my advice, obviously, make sure you're not in any like unsafe, toxic, one-sided situations. But I would say give your friends grace, love them, cherish them, understand that life phases will happen and will change. And sometimes you're going to be the friend that needs the grace. So learn to extend that hand and not just write people off just because you feel like, oh, they're not available, they're not there for you, they're not this, they're not that. So give grace. And yeah, let's just love one another. This world is already hard as it is. We don't need to make it harder for each other. I hope you have enjoyed this vlog. I know it's a bit, maybe all over the place, maybe a little bit chaotic. I don't know. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm trying to make sure I get you something this week, regardless of the fact that it's coming late. So if you've watched this video to this point, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. By the way, we're almost at 60 subscribers. Isn't that amazing? Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Please remember to like, to comment, to subscribe, and share. And, you know, thank you for being here, for writing it out with me, for liking, for sharing, for always letting me know, you know, how I'm doing. Like my friends who watch, who text me. Thank you for encouraging me. I really appreciate it. And if you don't follow me on Instagram or on TikTok, make sure you follow me. I am Life with Palmira on all social media platforms. But yeah, until next week, I will see you, and you take care. Stay blessed. Bye.